Project management was a broadly used term right up till the mid-20th century. To better understand the concept, one needs to define the terms as project and management. A project is an endeavor by a group of people to achieve results for a product or service in a limited time span. In order to achieve these goals defined for the project, one needs to manage the project through knowledge, skill and experience. Hence, we can summarize that project management oversees the planning, organizing and implementation of a project. In lieu of India as a developing economy, the true potential of the country would only be realized through fulfilling the goals that have been set up for it. Hence, highlighting the theme of the conference, Project Management, indispensable for Vision India. The key feature presented was how project managers are a centrifugal force in redefining the way India builds its capabilities, helping to create the climate for growth and enabling the country to move towards an economy focused on innovation and product development. The conference provided a platform to project management practitioners across industries amongst other government and non-government organizations. The conference was inaugurated by visionaries from the industry. Mr. Dattatreya Pathak gave the welcome address to the 8th Project Management National Conference of 2016 held in Mumbai. He approached the subject of project management in a holistic manner by incorporating the vision of the government to build smart cities which would in turn help transform the growth of the nation.
As you all know, the theme of the conference is project management is indispensable for Vision India, and we all know when we execute a project, many times there overruns are there, many times over budgets are there, over costs are there, cost overruns. And project management is something which can add value to the various projects which are happening in the country. The purpose of we all here together is basically to deliberate on our competency first and then giving a thought that how this competency can be used for nation building.
The conference was also addressed by the internationally acclaimed visionary in this subject, who is also an acclaimed author, Kevin Kelly. He is popularly known for his book Exceptional Execution, in which Mr. Kelly develops a methodology in underpinning execution, entrepreneurship, leadership, sales and motivation.
If you are doing what you love, you can transcend pain. You can transcend the moment. It becomes timeless. So I know, regardless of how sick I am, if I engage in doing what I love, everything changes. And I start to lead like I live it. The message is equal to the messenger. Have you got that? That is where leadership for me needs to be, where the message is equal to the messenger. 4 pillars of leadership. Number 1, awareness. Number 2, they understood like nobody else that the biggest game in town was attention. Number 3, they were sponges. They loved learning. Number 4, they weren't dreamers, they were doers.
Mr. Raj Kaladi, Managing Director PMI, emphasized the significance of the theme Project Management indispensable for Vision India.
Project managers here, to me, are the salt of this earth. They're really great folks, and they give so much energy, it's just unbelievable. What do we do in PMI India? We work towards establishing the thought leadership for Project Management Institute. We try to create talent both from the future talent pool and as well as the current talent pool. And finally, it's influencing policies, be it with academia, be it with organizations, or be it with government. So the customers we are looking at are typically government, organizations, and academia.
Anuj Puri, Chairman and Country Head of JLL India, which is one of the largest premier real estate service companies in India, made a very interesting observation of how the real estate sector could elevate in India. This process could be achieved by essentially integrating both Western and Indian business practices in order to accomplish objectives with the help of project management practitioners.
the importance is to understand the challenges and the opportunities, to be able to extract what is the international best practices, and under the leadership of Raj, PMI, and the various project management teams around it, to put together an Indian project management expertise which we can export to the other emerging markets.
So I think we have a great evening that we have started with. But as we close this first session, I want to thank a couple of people as we move forward. Kevin did an excellent job in the afternoon as he was talking about. As usual, Raj talked about what is the progress that we have made into the India as far as project management is concerned. PMI is concerned. Anuj, thank you for showing me such a different path of the project manager. As a project manager, we never learned that delaying the project also helped to a certain extent. Our objective was always to be on time and on cost. So thank you for showing us the other factor as well.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back after this short break as we continue to bring you the visionaries of the Project Management National Conference of 2016. Welcome back to the show where we bring to you the Project Management National Conference of 2016.
Once again, I would like to welcome you back to this PMI National Conference in Project Management 2016. I am really looking forward for the dignitaries to provide again their valuable, rich experience.
Amongst the many panelists involved in the event is Mr. Prashant Ranade, who is an exceptional individual responsible for the transformation of organizations by focusing on customer needs and driving the employees to their full potential. He insightfully analyzed the importance of the era we currently live in and explores how project managers can effectively contribute to building a better and stronger nation.
Long time back, in a galaxy far, far away, India was not what it is today. And I'm talking about, several of you are quite young, I'm talking about just 25 years back in 1990s. Today, if we look at it, we have a perfect trifecta of many great things going on for us. And this doesn't happen in lifetime of many human beings, So we are all lucky. Let's make sure we don't blow the opportunity. That trifecta of optimism, of investment, and growth. Very seldom all those three things come together. So let's make sure we make use of that, and project managers will play a key role in making that into a reality.
Rajesh Krishnan is the founder and CEO of Brick Eagle Group, India's largest affordable housing aggregator. Mr. Krishnan, who is the pioneer in quality housing, scrutinizes the need for affordable homes throughout the country.
Every year, some 10 million people are migrating from villages to cities. So you need an additional 2 million homes every year to just cope with that. In addition, you got to replace a lot of dilapidated homes. And there is this bulging middle class, basically people going to nuclear families. So in all, the demand for housing in India is about 5 million homes every year. This is just affordable housing I'm talking about. And compared to that, if you look at supply, it's less than 1 lakh every year. So we are essentially not anywhere close to what the country needs.
Mr. Mahesh Murthy is one of India's top influencers and widely followed on social media. Better known in the industry as the founder of Pinstorm, which is one of India's largest digital brand management firms, he impresses the importance of companies using digital media to create a niche for themselves.
Today we have a network called the Internet. It is there. It's available free. If there's something interesting and remarkworthy you have, it propagates on the network. So the point again is, do you have something interesting and remarkworthy to say? It will propagate. If you don't have something interesting and remarkworthy to say, you have to pay to push the message. So you have a network that rewards uniqueness, that rewards remarkworthiness, that rewards non-copy-paste. Because we copy paste and we say, I'm just another pharma company, I'm just another cement company, I'm just another IT company, I'm just another this company. Nothing will propagate in the network because you're not interesting, you're not remark-worthy, you're not worth talking about for free. Hence, you have to pay to get talked about. And even that's becoming less and less. When was the last time you really paid heed to an ad on Facebook? When was the last time you really noticed an ad on Twitter? You don't, it's wallpaper, you go past it. Right? So we're in this world where, interestingly, companies have learned to actually harness the power of word of mouth, and that word of mouth comes from building remark-worthy products that capture the imagination of the public.
Over the past decade, India has witnessed an upward trajectory in economic growth. This has mainly occurred due to economic reforms that have led to an era of liberalization. It is this acceleration of growth which has led to the need and importance of qualified project management practitioners in our current times.
The topic at hand is project management, indispensable for Vision India. And we're very fortunate in that we're joined by a stellar lineup of panelists who represent a range of industries, expertise, and might I add, nationalities. We're at a critical juncture in our country's history, with several nation-building initiatives in progress. So, is the need for effective project management more critical now than ever before? And Rajendra, I'd like to start with you on this one.
Government, in its traditional form, had different commitments. The social commitments that we had to meet out first. So business was not a priority for us in the initial stages. But if you need to develop from a developing world to a developed world, we need to compete with the world and then put ourselves in the international platform. There were probably the project management comes in handy. And the way we envisage built up our projects in India in the socialistic era, and furthermore, we often saw that a project had never got completed on time for various reasons. There were cost overruns, there were time overrun. So all this, if need to address, then only it become cost effective, and we'll be able to deliver. So in that context, project management become more relevant ever than before.
I'd like to toss to you at this time. Sure. Is effective project management the key differentiator between us joining the developed world?
The key issues that we've faced as we started executing all of the projects in India is really being able to bring together not just one organization's expertise, but an entire ecosystem of organizations' expertise to bear for what India needs. And I think that is something that is maturing quite fast. And I think as we look at the future, all of the initiatives that we referred to earlier, Smart City and all the digital Make in India initiatives, I think it is very, very important that both the government sector, both the government side as well as the private sector becomes master at the art of how to manage this ecosystem and how to distribute the risk appropriately into that ecosystem.
I view this as an opportunity. And the project management community of India should view this as an opportunity. The effort is going to require a significant amount of stamina in order to maintain the effort over a period of time. This will not be done overnight. To coin some very, I guess, old phrase, there's no silver bullets. So it has to be done effectively. I see a building bow wave of requirements and delivery capability that's needed to be developed within both the public and private sector in India. The challenge is this group of people needs to help promote that need to develop additional capability across the board. And if that capability is met, then we will see tremendous growth and opportunity for a lot of people, a lot of industries, a lot of economic development within India over the period of time.
I'll probably say project management is must, no doubt about it. But technology is how it's going to shape up or change the things which are happening, and how you manage the project will be the key going forward.
And Anand, would you agree there that there are basic mindset changes that are required and that shift is required for wide-scale implementation of effective project management frameworks?
For us, when we execute projects, we really empower the project manager and we hold him or her accountable. Empower means that everybody works for that project manager, whether it's design, engineering, procurement, construction, quality, safety. Everybody reports into that project manager. So you really talk about empowerment. You empower the project manager to take commercial decisions, to buy certain equipment. And I think that brings a sense of accountability and as you execute these projects. So that requires a change in mindset because often large organizations tend to have silos, HR, finance, procurement. And it's important for, as organizations go across executing projects, to break across those silos and work as a project team.
And Rajendra, the government of Madhya Pradesh has launched some very interesting initiatives from a project management perspective. So I welcome your thoughts here.
We have built up a project management unit within the government, and it is embedded now into the planning commissions. Now, we don't talk about project managements in terms of only building of infrastructure. It could be human capital, it could be environmental capital, it could be social capital. So there is much more than just building of infrastructure.
There are a lot more interesting views to be shared by the panel, so please catch us right after this break. Welcome back to the show where we bring to you the Project Management National Conference of 2016. During the 3-day conference, the masterminds of the industry like Mr. Achyut Godbole and Mr. Shirish Shanke tackled various aspects of project management, right from the causes of project failure, correlation between GDP and Happy Life Index, and the importance of executing a big idea among various other discerning analysis.
Important thing is that we need to understand why we are executing a particular project. I've seen many projects fail because they don't know why they're executing several projects. It's elementary that we know that most of the companies, most of the people want to execute projects because of 3-4 reasons. One is we want to deliver value to the customers. Secondly, we want to earn profits. Third, which is most neglected, is we should, in fact, I must say we should execute a project because that develops, that enhances the knowledge of the staff. Fourth is we learn from the projects and develop metrics, develop some data. So these are the 4 things that are very important in executing any project.
Leadership conviction and leadership support. Okay, so really how does the leader drive, and whatever, it can be at a project manager level or his boss, right, or the CEO of the company. Leadership conviction is very important. In many companies in India, even in India, we see project as something, a division which is somewhere on the side, comes into play. The CEOs understand marketing, they understand operations, they don't actually understand project management, right? So, but the best practice companies, if you say number one, this is the DNA of the best practice project management, is to setting unrealistic aspirations, okay, and over-invest in support resources, including the private sector project management services.
Harsha Bogle, more popularly known as the voice of cricket, interprets how people perceive success across industries.
You'll find that every great player, in fact, go back and read lines from Michael Jordan, read what Tendulkar says, read what Rahul Dravid says, they fail more often than they succeed. But you tend to remember the success. You'll find that a lot of people who win because they are able to accept failure and they don't get cowed down by a failure. Most times in our country, failure is akin to death. And we are always telling people you failed. We are putting up lines like Endulkar. We are putting up lines like test, discard. No, failing is another stop on the path to progress, but depends on the culture that exists within the side. The culture within the site is if you fail, you're gone, then nobody will succeed because they'll go out to bat or bowl or field or launch a brand afraid of failing. And if you're afraid of failing, you can never win. You'll find that the teams that encourage people to be as good as they can be, take the occasional failure in their stride, those are the people who actually get better. But that is a culture that the leader creates. And the more we see sport, the more we see corporate life, the more we are convinced that the leader is the key.
During the conference, successful projects and project managers were also awarded for implementing innovative methods to achieve their goals.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without much further delay, presenting to you the PMI India Awards 2016. May we request Raj Kaladi and Craig Kellogg to come on the stage to felicitate the winners, please.
We start with the Project Management Awards in the NGO category.
May we request the team from FECOR to please come up on the stage.
May we request team from World Vision India, the winners of NGO category for their project on Chennai flood relief, to come up on the stage. We now move on to the next category of awards. This category is named Contribution to Community. For the jury award in the Contribution to Community category for IT employability by Tata Consultancy Services.
Friends, join me in welcoming the team from Larsen & Toubro for their project on Construction Skills Training Center. We move on to the next category, which is the medium scale projects. Please join your hands to welcome the team from Tata Housing Development for their project Amantra.
The winner in Project of the Year medium category. Please help me welcome on stage Ericsson India Global Service Team.
Friends, help me welcome the team from Trident Limited for the project on Integrated Composite Textile Project at Budni, Madhya Pradesh.
Expanding an airport has its own complications, but when it's fully operational, the airport that is, it's a very sensitive subject too. Please help me welcome the team from L&T Construction Mumbai International Airport for the winner of the Project of the Year Large.
The Project Management Conference of 2016, which brought the greatest minds cutting across industries together, ended with a grand success. The conference enlightened delegates with the emerging trends in project management and shed light on the importance of harnessing leadership skills, thereby cultivating Team India to achieve its ultimate dream of a successful nation.